Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Yoga Zone. This is Yogi Cassandra, and I am continuing to share my 10-year experience or my 10-year life in yoga. If you look at my YouTube channel, you'll see the introduction. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like, and click on the bell. I introduced myself in YouTube and I discussed year one, was 2011 in yoga. Check out my YouTube video. I discussed 2012, which is part two of my 10-year yoga journey. And this is part three, which is 2013. I continue to live in Mount Sterling, Kentucky, enjoying my social life, enjoying the churches, enjoying the people, sharing how excited I was about yoga and learning yoga. I would bust a yoga move anywhere. Sometimes with the churches, they were a little bit leery about yoga because of the history that they believed. But I was crystal clear is I practice Christian yoga. God is a jealous God, and I will not allow anything to come between me and God. Just sharing it, I would bust a yoga move anywhere. I shared it with my peers. Life was good. I was experiencing yoga in a yoga studio. The yoga studio was called the Own Place. I left the link to visit the Own Place. If you are driving through Kentucky on 64 East and you would like to practice yoga, stop at the Own Place, go online, click on the link, look at the schedule. And I'm not sure what she's doing right now. She might be online or she might be practicing some social distances, but that's where that was my first home studio, the Own Place. In Kentucky, it is not quite in Mount Sterling, but it's about 15 or 20 minutes from Mount Sterling. I experimented with hot yoga. I experimented with it's called a relaxation yoga. I experienced vinyasa. I experienced so many different types of yoga. I was not sure what type of yoga would fit my needs. What I did know is that I was experiencing a lot of stress at work. So I wasn't really too much into vinyasa because to me, vinyasa was more of exercise. I was more into the relaxation, the meditation portion of yoga. I tried hot yoga. Hot yoga was not for me. I wanted something to allow me to wind down, understand who I was in the career that I was trying to navigate. What I was experiencing is that working in Kentucky was a new kind of culture. My goal was to become a tenure professor. Becoming tenure was really a little bit out of fashion. So what would happen is that deans would just hire instructors and renew their contracts each year. And if the funds weren't there or the dean wanted to go in a different direction, they just would not renew my contract, which we would call a non-renewable contract, which was very nerve-wracking to me to know that every year I had to decide if I needed to apply for another job. And it was nerve-wracking because it was very stressful teaching students. I listened to lies for a living. The students would report you to the dean. It was very stressful, but I really, really enjoyed teaching. I needed an outlet to decrease the stress in my life. That's why I chose yoga. That's why I chose more of a meditative yoga because vinyasa it's good to burn off calories. But with vinyasa, I feel that I did not stay in the posture long enough to enjoy it. I enjoy a slower, more slow and soft yoga just to bring my blood pressure down, relieve stress on the weekends from working with students all week. I taught 5 classes and I taught over 150 students. Very stressful. My life, my social life, my daughter was in middle school, so she was doing her stuff. And I believe my husband was working in the golf fields. And I just wanted to practice yoga to learn about who I was and what I wanted to do with my life. Because my daughter's a little bit older, she's doing whatever she's doing. What I learned from yoga is that it's a practice that I need to experience at a slower pace. I needed to go into a posture and stay in that posture to allow that posture to work. And I believe I was introduced to yin during that time frame at that point. And yin is the practice of holding the posture 1 to 2 minutes. In yin, we practice, I'll say 7 to 10 postures. And I might go into a posture and say 1 minute on one side, say another minute on another side. Also, I started practicing with restorative yoga, where with restorative yoga, I am going into maybe 5 to 7 postures using bolsters, blocks, blankets, holding it, experiencing my breath in and out, in and out, and in and out. If I could pick a favorite yoga posture or yoga type of yoga, which is still my favorite today, is restorative yoga. If you are new to yoga, I would advise restorative. I would advise restorative because it's a way that you can go into the yoga practice and restore yourself to enter back into your everyday life. I would advise at least practicing restorative once a week, practicing more of a slow flow once a week, and then top that off with a vinyasa. So your body won't get used to just one type of yoga. And I would reiterate that. Start out the beginning of the week with a more restorative. Actually, that's not true. I would back it up. I would practice restorative probably on a Saturday morning. I would say we practice restorative at the end of your week. Maybe the beginning of the week, maybe on a Monday, practice a slow flow. In the midweek, vinyasa, and then that third one, maybe on a Saturday, I would say restorative. So you can go back to work, restore, figure out. I would say Saturday because Sunday is just, and Sunday is just a time to prepare to go back to work. So you may not be able to calm your mind because you're thinking about everything that you need to do to go back to work. So I would say practice restorative on a Saturday. In 2013, I really started understanding what yoga was really about. It is about breathing. Yoga is about meditating. Yoga is about the asanas, going through the practice. I'm really not too much into vinyasas, but vinyasas are just fun. With yoga, don't become too overconfident. Usually in a vinyasa class, there's a lot of different levels of people. Listen to your body. Thank you for sharing this time with me. This is part 3 of my yoga journey. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the like button. Click on the bell and follow me as I let you know about my 10-year yoga journey. Namaste. 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 Bye. Enjoy your day.